Now, later on, since we have already established that the priests had managed to carve out a niche for themselves in a market where it was very profitable for people to study these Vedic scriptures, memorize these hymns for everyone, because since it was the practice at that time that you are expected to abide by these principles. Remember, in the previous videos we had said that the commitment towards God was absolute and consistency was the key. So if there is a yajna that is supposed to be conducted on a regular basis, you will need people who can officiate at those practices. Hence, these were the people who came out at the top. Secondly, by the time we reached the age of the Atharva Veda, the Vedas had been accepted as a revelation. Okay, the sanctity of Vedas had been accepted all across. Now, since the sanctity was accepted, people thought about preserving it. How exactly do we preserve it? Now that we have a crop of people, let's call them the priests of those age, we needed people who can carry it on forward. All right, this is where the hereditary factor comes in. Because at the end of the day, everyone is human. The human nature remains the same. Or we might modify and change our thoughts based on our experiments and the contemporary realities, but the basic human nature remains the same. So this is where the nature of occupations become hereditary, and since the priests were tasked with preservation of the Vedas, that is the oral tradition from generation to generation, this is how it became hereditary. Keep in mind, initially it was not. All right, initially the Varna system or the Varna Pratha that we have, initially it was not so rigid, but as I explained earlier, due to the human nature of keeping the profit in the family itself, the basic human nature remains the same. If you are to share the profits, you obviously want to share those profits with your own family or the near and dear ones, compared to somebody who is not from your family. So slowly, steadily, gradually, eventually, and based on the needs of the time, these things came out to be hereditary. And hence, these were the people who preserved the Vedas from generation to generation through the word of mouth. And again, in the previous videos, these were the people who were given an equivalent position to God.